Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: a 21-year-old man has pleaded guilty to stalking at 2 local universities. Plus, Estill County residents are now eligible for individual FEMA benefits. And we'll take a look at what's going on at the Capitol at the legislative session. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center with the very latest forecast for you. And your sports report is, of course, coming up with Michael Watkins today. All that live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, Saif Al-Kafaji, 21, has pled guilty to stalking in Madison County, stemming from accusations of harassing and stalking students at Eastern Kentucky University, as well as the University of Kentucky campuses since 2023. He received a 360-day prison sentence, which is conditional upon him not committing any further offenses. He is also ordered to stay off all Eastern Kentucky University property. A separate harassment charge was dismissed during that trial. Well, another blow to the Berea business community, as Gold Star Chili has announced Sunday will be their last day serving the Berea community. The restaurant is scheduled to close at the end of business Sunday. The restaurant is at 638 Chestnut Street and opened in 2016. It did change ownership in 2023. Sad to see that go. Well, police in Wilmore are investigating a reported sexual assault that occurred in the Asbury University earlier this year. According to the crime report, the assault happened on January the 18th in a dorm room in Crescent Residence Hall. Reportedly, the victim, a student at the university, was raped and strangled by an invited guest who was not affiliated with the school. The victim began filing criminal charges this past Wednesday. An investigation is underway. These are all the details we have at this time. And of course, we'll bring you more updates and information as they become available. Well, artificial intelligence has experienced a recent boom with more users generating photos, audio, and video. However, this can lead to unexpected consequences with many AI programs pulling from sources all over the internet. Your likeness could be used to generate a photo you never posed for. Senate Bill 7 looks to protect Kentuckians from having their likeness exploited for commercial and personal gain. With more on the bill and an update to House Bill 15, Charles Baglin reports from Frankfort.
The Kentucky Senate voted to approve Senate Bill 7, also known as the Right of Publicity Act. The legislation ensures that Kentuckians have autonomy over their image and likeness and prevents exploitation from commercial gain. Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe sponsors the bill.
In an era where technology moves faster than the law, artificial intelligence has made it possible to fabricate completely false images of individuals with terrifying accuracy. Exploitation is no longer limited to stolen photos or real photos used without consent. AI can now entirely create fake but convincing images, placing people in situations they were never in and never agreed to.
The right of publicity is brought to bear in situations such as advertising and publicity, which would harm a person's reputation. It specifically lists images depicting a person's unclothed body, such as revenge porn, to smear someone's dignity and privacy under the threat of prosecution. Senator Mays Bledsoe says our image is our own.
Our likeness and images are an extension of who we are. Therefore, we are entitled to the dignity of controlling their commercial use. Senate Bill 7 helps close the digital divide between our statutes and this advancing technology.
Senate Bill 7 now moves to the Kentucky House of Representatives for consideration. The Kentucky General Assembly is considering changing a law to allow 15-year-olds to apply for a driver's permit, where it currently stands at age 16. Representative Stephen Rudy sponsors House Bill 15.
This bill would allow for 15-year-olds to get their permit, and when they turn 16, if they have had at least 6 months of training, they would be eligible to take their driver's licensing tests.
Testimony heard in the Senate Committee on Transportation says at age 15, many students are already balancing schoolwork, part-time jobs, sports, and other activities, exhibiting maturity necessary for developing driving skills under controlled, safe, and structured conditions. Representative Rudy says it can give a new driver a year of training versus just 6 months.
A year's worth of experience would mean you will have been able to experience driving in all 4 seasons. And if you can do that, that's going to make for better drivers in the future and safer drivers.
The bill also brings Kentucky into alignment with 23 other states and our surrounding states who offer permitting at age 15. House Bill 15 makes no other changes to existing law. 60 hours of adult supervised training in the passenger seat, no driving after midnight, and occupancy restrictions of the vehicle are still enforced. The measure was approved by the Transportation Committee and now heads to the full Senate for consideration. Reporting at the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Thanks, Charles, for that report. Well, good news for some southeastern Kentucky counties. Homeowners and renters in Estill and Johnson counties can now apply for FEMA's Individual Assistance Program, joining residents in 11 other Kentucky counties affected by recent severe weather. The program, which covers Breathitt, Clay, Floyd, Harlan, Knott, Lee, Letcher, Martin, Owsley, Perry, and Pike counties, offers grants for temporary housing, essential home repairs, and other disaster-related needs. These needs may include medical and dental expenses, transportation, childcare, and moving and storage costs. For further information, individuals can call 1-800-621-3362. You can also visit the provided online resource that's up at our story now. Well, high winds caused widespread power outages in southern Kentucky Tuesday and Wednesday, affecting thousands of residents. Crews from Southern Kentucky RECC and the Kentucky Utilities worked to restore electricity. Pulaski County was particularly impacted, with outages occurring throughout the county, especially in the eastern areas. At the peak of the outage, 10,000 customers were without power, though that number decreased to approximately 5,000 by late Wednesday morning. Southern Kentucky RECC deployed all available resources, including contract and mutual aid crews, to expedite the restoration process. The high winds also caused property damage, including damage to trailers and buildings, such as one on Pine Grove Road. Officials are currently assessing the full extent of the damages. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported as a result of those high winds. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up. Got the weather forecast that is coming up next with Sam right after this.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mamoot Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mamoot Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us.
Well, it looks like that high wind is finally dying down a little bit out there. Let's see what Mother Nature has in store for us next. We got Sam in the Weather Center with that forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gwendolyn. Welcome, everybody. Well, we had a bit of cloud cover out here on our Thursday. Now, as we look ahead to the weekend, we're going to see a little bit more cloud cover as we have a weak little system that's going to pass over us. Look, it's not going to amount to much, and that will occur here tomorrow evening and into our Saturday, and then clear. And by the way, don't forget, daylight saving starts this weekend. We flip those clocks ahead an hour going to bed Saturday night. We lose an hour's sleep, but sunset occurs an hour later in the afternoon. There's our baby little ripple moving right past us. A couple drips is all I'm thinking we'll see. Winds, meanwhile, will be peak wind gusts here Friday, nice and quiet, up to about 15, maybe 20 miles per hour in a few spots. And we're looking at that weak system passing through again tomorrow into Saturday with just a few drips and turning the corner then. As we head into daylight saving time, we're going to have much warmer temperatures going into next week. Checking things out here on our forecast model. And just, you see some of those green little dots, that represents our chance for a little bit of precipitation. So again, here it comes through. It's primarily through the overnight, Friday night and into our Saturday morning is about the best chance for some of those spotty showers. We could see maybe up to about 1/10 of an inch. So it's measurable, but really not expecting much. Overnight lows now. We wake up here Friday, a little cool, 31 in Lexington, Lancaster at 30, Berea at 30, and Irvin around 30 degrees there as well. So fairly uniform temps, just below the freezing mark though. And then daytime highs warming up into the mid 50s and maybe some upper 50s. We kick it down a few degrees going into the overnight, and you can see really not much change from 47 to 47. Down below freezing here Saturday night, but clear skies, lots of sunshine through the afternoon. 50 on Sunday, and here comes that nice warm-up. We have 70s. I think those numbers are conservative. We should have near 70 here Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thanks, Sam. Those temperatures and those sunshines are looking beautiful for next week. You can check out that forecast anytime on our website, WBONTV.com, or on our Facebook page. Well, Franklin County Regional Jail is using a unique program to aid women in recovery, partnering with Franklin County Humane Society. The SAP SOAR program integrates dogs into the women's dormitory, offering a chance to build trust and learn responsibility. An inmate who battled addiction after losing her child in a fire found hope through the program, according to our partner LEX18. The dogs, often needing socialization themselves, provide a therapeutic outlet for the women, many of whom have experienced trauma. The women care for the dogs, fostering a sense that trust and discipline. The program has seen success with dogs like this one, Milton, who transformed from a timid to confident dog. The women learn patience and companionship, gaining valuable life skills. A Humane Society worker who understates their struggles finds the program deeply meaningful. The initiative aims to provide a path to healing and a way to break the cycle of incarceration. What a great program there. Well, Ricky Anderson, 55, has been arrested and charged with attempted murder and wanton endangerment after allegedly shooting at his son during a domestic dispute. The incident occurred on Wednesday afternoon on Lot Mud Road in Williamsburg. According to an arrest citation, Anderson initially fired shots at his son with a pistol and then, after running out of ammunition, retrieved a rifle and continued shooting. Anderson admitted to Kentucky State Police that he fired shots in close proximity to his son, but claimed he did not intend to hit him. The investigation into this case is ongoing, and we'll have more as it becomes available. Well, last week, the Lexington Humane Society received a letter from a little girl asking if she could adopt a puppy for her upcoming birthday. However, the girl hopes to arrange it all without her parents knowing about it. The letter read, "Dear Shelter, there is this puppy that I saw that I really want to adopt. Can you keep it on hold until we come and get the puppy without my parents knowing? Please, please, please." This sweet request was made after visiting the puppy in question at the Humane Society's Adoption Center at the PetSmart in Hamburg. The letter, staff noticed, did not include a return address. Megan Hawkins, director of the development for the Lexington Humane Society, said that apparently there was a puppy that they visited and they fell in love with it. Hawkins noted that while the puppy the girl was interested in has already been adopted, there are still plenty of dogs at the shelter in need of homes. However, the Humane Society hopes to find the girl and invite her for a puppy visit, regardless if she can adopt it or not. "We want to give her a chance to play with the puppies and have a great time," Hawkins said. "It shows the compassion that starts at a young age, which is essential for supporting these animals as they grow up in the community." The Lexington Humane Society asks that if you think you know who this anonymous young rider is, to please reach out by calling 859-233-0044. You can also visit them at lexingtonhumanesociety.com. Well, in an update to a story we brought you earlier this week, a Lexington neighborhood was filled with family and friends of Arsenio Jackson Jr., a 16-year-old Henry Clay student who was shot and killed earlier this week. Balloons were released in his memory. Arsenio's mother said her son was loved. She described him as someone who loved football, his family, dancing, and being playful. She said she was hurt but knows she will get through this because she is surrounded by love. Police responded to the Rambling Creek Drive area around 2 a.m. Tuesday, where they found Arsenio in the street. The investigation is ongoing. Arsenio's grandmother emphasized the importance of young people finding positive activities instead of violence. No suspect information has been released at this time. Well, the Lexington Police Department is conducting an investigation after a man walked into a hospital with a gunshot wound Thursday. According to officials, officers were dispatched to the hospital after receiving a call around 2:30 a.m. Police were reportedly unable to determine where the shooting occurred, and at this time, no suspect information is available. The victim, whose identity has not yet been released, had received a non-life-threatening gunshot wound and is expected to survive. Officials ask that if you have any information regarding the case, you are to contact the Lexington Police. That phone number, 859-258-3600. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news, including your sports report with Michael Watkins, is all still here to come live at 5.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Basketball.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 News Team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Tonight, the Madison Central girls basketball team will compete for a spot in the 11th Region Finals in Lexington. In today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, Michael Watkins previews that matchup and takes a look at the postseason accolades for a trip for the EKU women's basketball players.
Hey everyone, welcome in to this Thursday Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. The 11th Region Girls Basketball Tournament semifinals take place tonight in Lexington, with Madison Central taking on Lafayette and Franklin County facing Frederick Douglass. The Lady Indians went on the road back on January 25th and defeated the Lady Generals 62-45, with 3 players getting into double figures, led by Cameron Ridderikoff 17 points and Natea Straters 16. Lafayette has been on a tear since then, however, winning 10 straight games, including a 58-34 win in the first round of this tournament on Monday versus Henry Clay. In fact, since December 29th, the Lady Generals have lost just 2 games, one to Frederick Douglass and that game to Central in late January. Their 26-4 record can be a bit deceiving, but with a coach like Allison Denton, it's hard not to take them serious. 3 seniors, Isabel Combs, Abby Popham, and Tess Nelson lead the charge and will look to keep their careers alive tonight versus a top 10 ranked Madison Central team. This morning, the A-Sun Conference announced their postseason awards for the women's basketball season, with 3 EKU players earning headlines. Alice Recanati, Caitlin Costner, and Liz Freihofer all received recognition for their stellar play this past year. Recanati was named the 2nd team All-A-Sun, Costner was named 3rd team All-A-Sun, and Freihofer was unanimously named to the A-Sun All-Freshman team. Since joining the league in 2021, 4 Colonels have combined for a total of 8 postseason awards. All postseason awards were voted on by A-Sun head coaches earlier this week. Recanati ended the regular season leading EKU with 12.9 points and 4.2 assists per game. In 31 games played, the Italian scored double figures in 20 games and had a season-high 27 points against Jacksonville back in late February. She was 12th in the A-Sun in scoring, while 2nd in the league in free throw percentage, assist, and assist per game. Following the season, she'll leave atop the school's record books in career assist, minutes played, games played, and games started. Recanati is also top 15 in program history in steals, free throws, points, field goals made, rebounds, and 3-point field goals made. Costner ended her regular season with a career-high 12.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game, appearing in 30 games this season. She had a team-high 23 games in double-figure scoring, highlighted by 20-point efforts in wins over Bellarmine and Radford. This season, Costner led the ASUN Conference with 34.1 minutes per game and was 5th in the league in assists, 15th in scoring. Freihoffer caps off an incredible freshman campaign, 3rd on the team in scoring with 11.7 points per game, appearing in all 31 games with 16 starts. She had 18 games in double figures, with 7 of those games with 4 or more threes made. She was 2nd highest scoring freshman in the ASUN Conference and is tied for the 2nd most made threes, 67, in the league. Freihoffer was top 60 in the NCAA in three-point percentage and made threes, and her team, EKU, will open up the 2025 ASUN Conference Women's Basketball Tournament at home on Saturday at 3 p.m. against the number 5 seed Stetson inside of Baptist Health Arena. That game will air live on our sister station, Y92.5 WEKY. For this Thursday Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm ready for the warm weather. Baseball and softball, hope you all are as well. It'll be right around the corner. Thanks for joining us here, folks, on WBON TV.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Hall & Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Hall & Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Hall & Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Hall & Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Hall & Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels! Is it here?
Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At Amco Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at Amco, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And Amco has a longer warranty. Come see us at Amco Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. The Lexington Police Department is searching for a man named Jeremy Gorey, who is wanted on multiple charges. Officials say that Gorey has been charged with first-degree robbery and second-degree assault. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you're asked to contact Lexington Police at 859-258-3600. You can also always leave an anonymous tip with the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers on their app, or also you can give them a call, 253-2020. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful Thursday afternoon. I'll see you back here tomorrow live at 5.